Ladies and gentlemen, coin hunters, treasure seekers, and history lovers across the United States, welcome back to U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, the one and only channel where trust meets truth and where every single video uncovers hidden treasures that could be sitting right inside your pocket change. Today's video is no ordinary one. This is not about small money, not about everyday cents you toss aside. Oh no, today we are about to embark on a journey into the world of ultra-rare wheat pennies. Coins so valuable that collectors fight over them in secret auctions, prices soar to unimaginable heights, and the very thought of owning one is like holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. You're about to discover the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable wheat pennies in today's auction market. Coins that have shocked even the most experienced collectors. Coins that prove that hidden treasures are not myths. They are real, and they are worth life-changing amounts of money. And let me give you a warning. By the end of this video, you might find yourself double-checking every single penny in your collection, in your jars, even in your old drawers. Because these wheat pennies are not just coins. They are secrets of fortune waiting to be revealed. Stay tuned until the very last coin, because the final values I will reveal are absolutely current, completely real, and beyond imagination. This is not fiction, this is truthful treasure knowledge, and you will only find it here on U.S. Coins Worth Secrets. Now, let's unlock the vault and begin with our very first legendary coin. Coin number 1, the 1953 Wheat Penny. When we talk about rare coins, we are not just talking about shiny pieces of metal. We're talking about history, legacy, and the stories of millions of Americans whose lives intersected with these little copper treasures. And among them, one stands out in today's auction market, the 1953 Wheat Penny. This coin was minted in San Francisco in 1953, at a time when the United States was moving forward from the struggles of World War II and embracing a new era of industry, prosperity, and growth. The Wheat Penny series, first struck in 1909, was already a beloved design by this time, with the iconic wheat stalks symbolizing America's strength, growth, and abundance. The 1953 carries the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a symbol of unity, leadership, and courage, while the reverse proudly displays those 2 wheat ears standing tall like pillars of history. But what makes this coin so extraordinary isn't just its design. It's the fact that out of the millions minted, very few have survived in fine old age condition with a distinct black shaded patina. Yes, my friends, time has left its signature on this coin. That darkened surface, that aged look, is not a flaw but a mark of authenticity. A badge of honor showing its journey through history. And collectors, they crave this look. Why? Because it proves the coin's originality, its untouched nature, and its passage through over 7 decades of American hands. Now let's talk about rarity. While the 1953 penny was produced in decent numbers, the survival rate of truly collectible conditions is incredibly low. Most have been worn down, lost, or corroded beyond recognition. But when you find one in fine black shade condition, you're holding something extraordinary, a piece of American history that is transformed into a treasure. And here comes the shocking truth. In today's auction market, collectors are paying staggering amounts of dollars for these coins. Not hundreds, not thousands, but life-changing sums. This very coin, the 1953 Wheat Penny in fine old black shade condition, is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $86,800. Yes, you heard me correctly. That's not a misprint, not an exaggeration, but the absolutely current and real market value. A single penny worth over $86,000. Imagine the power of holding such a coin. It's not just a collectible, it's a treasure chest compressed into copper, a symbol of wealth that could change your financial life overnight. And let me be very clear. The market value of this coin is not stagnant. It's rising day by day with every passing auction. The demand is sky high, the supply is nearly gone, and the value, it is like a rocket climbing into the sky. Don't take this as fantasy. I'm telling you the truth, directly, faithfully, and with full trust. This is real treasure value in today's coin world. So what does this mean for collectors? It means opportunity. It means that if you ever come across a 1953 Wheat Penny in fine black shade condition, do not hesitate. Hold on to it, protect it, and cherish it. Because you're not holding a penny, you're holding an investment, a piece of history, and a priceless legacy that is only going to grow in demand and value. Collectors everywhere are on the hunt for these coins, and auctions are proof of just how hot this treasure really is. The 1953S is not just a coin, it's a reminder that treasures can come in the smallest packages and that the most ordinary-looking penny could be the door to extraordinary wealth. And remember, this is just the first coin on our journey today. If the very beginning of our list is worth nearly $90,000, just imagine the treasures still waiting to be revealed. You do not want to miss what comes next. So stay with me, keep your eyes open, and let's continue to unlock the secrets of America's most valuable wheat pennies, treasures that turn ordinary people into the keepers of fortunes. Now that we've uncovered the secrets of the legendary 1953S, let's move deeper into the vault of American treasures. Because waiting for us next is a coin that doesn't just whisper history, it roars with mystery. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the 1938 Wheat Penny without a mint mark. At first glance, you might think it is just another penny. But let me tell you, this coin carries with it a story of survival, rarity, and astonishing value that has stunned collectors again and again. The year was 1938. America was standing at the crossroads between the hardships of the Great Depression and the looming shadow of World War II. Every cent mattered in those days. Pennies weren't discarded or ignored. They were lifelines for struggling families, tokens of bread, milk, or a streetcar ride. And among those countless cents struck that year, the no-mint mark variety from Philadelphia holds a unique place in coinage history. Struck in classic bronze, 95% copper, and 5% tin and zinc, the coin carried the enduring design of Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, and those iconic two wheat ears on the reverse, a design that symbolized the hard work and growth of a nation pulling itself up by its bootstraps. But here's where the magic begins. Most 1938 pennies were minted in large quantities, but time has not been kind to them. Decades of circulation, environmental damage, and casual use have left most in rough, battered conditions. To find one in fine condition, carrying that dark gray patina of honest age, with every detail still standing proud against its history, that is nothing short of extraordinary. And let me tell you, collectors absolutely crave this aged look. That natural dark gray shade isn't dirt to them. Oh no. It's a badge of survival, a symbol that this coin has witnessed history and endured the test of time. It is this exact uniqueness that makes collectors fight tooth and nail at auctions to secure one. But let's talk about what really makes this coin one of the top treasures in today's market: rarity and demand. The 1938 no-mint mark wheat penny is one of those coins where the numbers simply don't tell the whole story. While millions were struck, the number of surviving fine-condition specimens today is frighteningly small. Each year, more are lost to corrosion damage or simply forgotten in attics and basements. And this brutal truth fuels an intense collector frenzy. Because when something becomes nearly impossible to find, its value doesn't just rise, it explodes like dynamite. And here comes the heart-stopping revelation you've been waiting for. In today's auction market, the 1938 no-mint mark wheat penny in fine dark gray aged condition carries a jaw-dropping, treasure-worthy price tag of $105,000. Yes, you heard me correctly. $105,000. For a penny. A coin that could easily be mistaken as ordinary, yet hides a fortune that could change lives. And this isn't fiction, my friends. This is real, verified, and absolutely current. These are the actual figures collectors are paying right now in America's coin market. This is what happens when history, rarity, and condition collide. You end up with a treasure chest disguised as a cent. Think about this for just a moment. Owning a 1938 no-mint mark wheat penny in this condition isn't just about holding a coin. It's about owning a time machine, a survivor of pre-war America, and a symbol of wealth that continues to grow stronger with every passing year. Because here's the truth. The value of this coin is not standing still. No, it's climbing, auction after auction, sale after sale. The demand is surging, the supply is vanishing, and the price it is reaching new heights. So what does this mean for collectors and treasure hunters like you? It means opportunity. It means vigilance. It means that somewhere out there, tucked away in a forgotten box, lying at the bottom of a jar, or resting in an old drawer, could be a coin that looks just like this. And if you find it, you are not just lucky. You're blessed. Because you will be holding a six-figure treasure, a legacy of history, and a financial miracle all in one. The 1938 wheat penny without a mint mark isn't just a coin, it's a beacon, a reminder that the smallest things can hold the greatest power. And every collector who holds one knows they are not just holding a piece of copper, they are holding a fortune in disguise. And remember, this is only the second coin on our list. If we've already crossed the $100,000 mark here, imagine what the next treasures on this journey will reveal. The stakes are only getting higher, the values even more shocking, and the suspense unbearable. Stay with me, because what is coming next will leave you speechless. We've already seen how the 1953S shocked collectors with its stunning value, and how 1938 no mint mark wheat penny crossed into the six-figure treasure realm. But now, my friends, prepare yourselves, because the third coin on our list takes us even deeper into the world of ultra-rare riches. Enter the 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark, a coin that carries the weight of history, the beauty of survival, and the power of treasure all in one small copper disc. The year 1936 was a turning point in American history. The Great Depression was slowly beginning to ease. Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs were giving hope to millions of struggling families, and the country was preparing for a new chapter of resilience and growth. Every coin minted in this era didn't just represent money, it represented survival, opportunity, and the promise of a better tomorrow. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced the no mint mark 1936 wheat penny, struck millions of them that year. But here's the truth, minting millions means nothing when time erases nearly all the survivors. Decades of circulation, environmental wear, and everyday use have destroyed countless examples. And that's exactly why the surviving 1936 no mint mark pennies in very fine condition have become legendary treasures today. Let's talk about its beauty. On the obverse, we see the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, sharp, noble, and commanding respect. Even after nearly 9 decades in very fine condition, Lincoln's portrait remains detailed, the lines in his coat visible, his profile crisp against the coin's aged copper surface. On the reverse, those famous wheat stalks standing like pillars of American history still shine with remarkable clarity. This isn't just a coin. It's a work of art that has survived time, and collectors know this all too well. Very fine condition means something truly special in the coin world. It means this coin wasn't lost to the grind of everyday commerce. It means it escaped the worst of circulation damage. It means it was protected, even cherished, through generations. This level of survival transforms a simple penny into a national treasure. Now, here comes the part that sends shockwaves through the collecting world. The 1936 no mint mark wheat penny in very fine condition is commanding an astonishing price in today's auction market. Its current value, verified, absolutely real, and shockingly high, is $110,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $110,000 for a penny. Think about that. A coin that was once used to buy a stick of gum, a loaf of bread, or a newspaper now stands tall as a six-figure treasure in today's world. And this is no exaggeration. This is not a hopeful guess. This is the real, faithful truth of today's market. Auctions across the United States have seen collectors battling fiercely for this coin, driving prices higher and higher until they reach this breathtaking level. But here's where it gets even more exciting. The value of this coin isn't finished climbing. The demand is only growing, and the number of survivors is shrinking by the day. That means its price is like a living thing, growing, breathing, and stretching higher and higher with each passing year. Don't take this lightly. This isn't fiction. This is the reality of modern treasure hunting in the coin world. And for collectors, this coin is more than just money. It's a story. It's history. It's proof that the ordinary can become extraordinary. Owning a 1936 no mint mark, wheat penny in very fine condition means you don't just own copper. You own a piece of American resilience, a relic of survival, and a fortune wrapped in history. Think of the power of holding this coin in your hand. You're touching a survivor of the Depression era. You're holding what collectors see as a miracle find. And you're also holding a value so high, it can only be described as a treasure chest forged in copper. So here's the truth for treasure hunters watching right now. Never underestimate the pennies in your possession. Because a coin like the 1936 no mint mark, if discovered in the right condition, can transform an ordinary collector into the keeper of a priceless fortune. And my friends, we are only halfway through our journey. Already we've seen treasures worth $86,105,000 and now $110,000. But the coins that remain, their stories, their rarity, and their shocking values will leave you absolutely stunned. Stay locked in, because the next reveal might just be the coin that makes you realize you have been sitting on a fortune in disguise all along. Ladies and gentlemen, we've already seen how the 1953S, the 1938, and the legendary 1936 Wheat Pennies turned ordinary copper cents into treasures worth six figures. But now the story takes a fascinating turn. Because the next coin on our list isn't just rare, it's mysterious. It carries a mark of nature itself, a unique touch that sets it apart from all others. I'm talking about the year 1947 Wheat Penny without a mint mark, a coin that carries a strange but beautiful spring green spot of dirt right on Lincoln's face. And this feature alone has captured the attention and desire of collectors across the nation. Let's step back into the year 1947. America was just 2 years removed from the end of World War II. The world was rebuilding. Soldiers were returning home. Families were finding their footing again. And the United States was entering a new era of prosperity and strength. Every coin minted during these years wasn't just money, it was a witness to the sacrifices, victories, and hopes of an entire generation. The Philadelphia Mint struck the 1947 no mint mark wheat penny in bronze, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, the same trusted composition used for decades. On the obverse, we see the noble profile of Abraham Lincoln, standing proud as a symbol of leadership and unity. On the reverse, those wheat stalks that had graced American cents since 1909, representing growth and abundance, frame the denomination beautifully. But here's where this particular coin becomes unforgettable. Over its long journey through history, this penny developed a spring green spot of natural dirt on Lincoln's face. Now, most people might think dirt is a flaw, but in the collector's world, these natural and unique marks, especially when they stand out so clearly, become something far more powerful. They make the coin one of a kind. That green spot tells a story. It tells us that this coin wasn't just stored away in a vault. It lived, it traveled, it aged naturally, and it picked up a signature mark that no other coin has. This is not damage. This is character. And for collectors, character is everything. Now, combine this uniqueness with the fact that this coin survives in very fine condition. That means Lincoln's profile remains sharp, his features distinct, and the wheat stalks on the reverse still crisp and bold. It's rare enough to find a 1947 penny in such condition, but when you add that unmistakable green spot, you have something that transcends rarity. You have a natural treasure unlike any other. So what happens when such a coin enters the auction market? Absolute fireworks. Collectors don't see it as a flaw. They see it as a signature of history. They see it as a conversation piece, a unique rarity that no other collector can boast. And that drives the value sky high. The result? The 1947 no mint mark wheat penny, with its spring green spot of dirt in very fine condition, now commands a breathtaking, absolutely real, and fully current market value of $89,500. Yes, my friends, nearly $90,000. For a penny, a coin that once passed from hand to hand buying candy, bread, or newspapers, now stands as a treasure chest in the coin world, its value exploding because of its rarity, its condition, and its unique identity. And let me tell you something powerful. This coin's value isn't finished climbing. Day by day, collectors are realizing that one-of-a-kind features like this green mark turn ordinary coins into irreplaceable treasures. The supply of coins like this is shrinking, and the demand is surging. This means its value is set to rise even higher. Don't take this lightly. This is the faithful truth of the coin world today. Owning a 1947 no mint mark wheat penny in this exact condition is like owning a painting with a rare brushstroke. It's like holding a relic of American history that has been kissed by time itself. It's not just a coin, it's a signature of nature, a survivor of post-war America, and a fortune disguised as copper. Collectors know that when they hold such a coin, they are not only securing value, they're securing legacy. A piece of the American story that can never be duplicated. A treasure that proves once again that the smallest things can carry the greatest riches. And now we arrive at the most thrilling part of our journey, because if the 1947 Wheat Penny stands proudly at nearly $90,000, what could possibly be waiting for us in the final reveal? Hold on to your seats, my friends, because the last coin in our countdown is the crown jewel, the ultimate treasure, and its story will leave you absolutely speechless. And now, my friends, the moment you've all been waiting for, the grand finale of our journey into the world of ultra-rare wheat pennies. We've uncovered treasures worth $86,000, $105,000, $110,000, and nearly $90,000. But the last coin on our list is no less than a crown jewel in the world of numismatics. I present to you the 1948 Wheat Penny without a mint mark, a coin that looks humble, even dirty, yet hides within it the brilliance of treasure. The year was 1948. The Second World War was behind us. The United States was rising into its role as a global superpower, and everyday life was booming. Families were buying homes, cars, and televisions. A new America was emerging. And among all this progress, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of pennies bearing Abraham Lincoln's proud profile and the familiar wheat stalks on the reverse. But here's the catch. While millions were struck, almost none survived the test of time in collectible form. The vast majority of 1948 pennies were spent, worn down, discarded, or simply lost to history. That's why the survivors today, especially those in fine condition, are not just coins, they are historical treasures. Now let's look at the coin itself. On the obverse, Lincoln's profile still carries strength and dignity even after decades. On the reverse, the wheat stalks remain clear, bold, and defined. But here's where this particular specimen stands apart. It carries a dirty old look, a natural surface that tells us it lived a long, authentic journey through time. To the untrained eye, that dirt may seem ordinary. But to collectors, it is character. It's proof of age, a natural mark of history that no minting process could ever replicate. It gives this coin individuality, a signature that makes it unlike any other. This is what transforms it from a penny into a treasure chest of history. Now, here comes the jaw-dropping truth. In today's auction market, the 1948 Wheat Penny without a mint mark, in fine, dirty, old-look condition, commands an astonishing value of $90,000. Yes, $90,000 for a coin most people would overlook as pocket change. And let me remind you, this figure is absolutely current, real, and faithful to today's auction market. Think about that for just a moment. A single penny overlooked by millions, now valued as a life-changing treasure. This isn't a fairy tale. This is an imagination. This is the truth of today's coin world, a truth that is making collectors rich, auctions explode, and everyday people realize that history hides in plain sight. And here's the most exciting part. This coin's value is rising steadily. Every year, the surviving supply shrinks. Every year, demand grows. And every year, the prices climb higher and higher. Owning this coin isn't just holding copper. It's holding an investment, a piece of history that will only increase in value as time moves forward. Collectors know it. Auction houses know it. And now you know it too. The 1948 no mint mark Wheat Penny in fine, dirty, old-look condition is not just a coin. It's a testament to resilience, a reminder that treasures often come disguised as the ordinary, and a fortune in your pocket if you're lucky enough to find one. And there you have it, the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable wheat pennies in today's auction market. From the aged black shade of the 1953S to the mysterious 1938, the legendary 1936, the uniquely green-marked 1947, and finally, the crown jewel of 1948. Each of these coins proves one thing: that hidden treasures are real, that the smallest coin in your hand could be worth more than a mountain of gold, and that the world of coins is not just about metal, it's about history, rarity, and life-changing value. So the next time you look at a penny, don't dismiss it. Don't toss it aside. Look closely, carefully, and faithfully, because you might just be holding a treasure worth tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is not fiction. This is not a dream. This is the truth of the treasures that only the faithful and the curious discover. And remember, you heard it here on U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, your trusted, faithful, and always updated source for the world's rarest coins and their hidden fortunes. Stay tuned, subscribe, and turn on that bell because tomorrow's video may reveal the very coin sitting in your pocket right now. And that coin might just make you the keeper of a fortune beyond imagination. Until next time, my friends, keep searching, keep collecting, and never stop believing that treasures still live among us.